Gaining muscle is simple, just not in a way anyone's selling it. 10 years of lifting, 30 kilos gone, and a lot of time wasted in between. Here's everything I wish someone had told me before I learned it the hard way. And look, I'm not here to hype you up and send you off feeling motivated for the next 48 hours before nothing changes. I want to give you the actual lessons. The ones that cost me years to figure out and that now I use with every single man I work with to achieve results like this. I was overweight, I was confused, I was buying supplements I didn't need and following advice from people who weren't being straight with me. I lost 30 kilos, I did a photo shoot and got in the best shape of my life, and I've spent years since then helping other men do the same. So let's get into it. Genetics might be better than you think. Most men who've written themselves off genetically have never actually tested that theory properly. Not with a real program, not with real consistency, and not for long enough to see what their body is actually capable of. You could be overweight right now, carrying zero visible muscle, and still have the potential to build something better than the people you're comparing yourself to online. But you'll never know if you keep abandoning the process before it has time to work. Then you're always switching programs. This will save you years of going nowhere. Pick one program that suits where you are right now and run it for a minimum of 12 weeks. Your brain will tell you something better exists. It doesn't. The best program on earth is useless if you swap it out every 3 weeks because you get bored or you've spotted something shinier. Commit to one thing, see it through, then assess and make changes if needed. Then you've got to look at your progressive overload. It's probably not optimal. If the weight on the bar isn't going up over time, the reps aren't increasing, the form isn't improving, your body's got no reason to change. That's just how muscle building works. Pick a metric, chase it every single session, and that is literally the whole game right there. Next up, you don't need to live in the gym as much as you think. 3 to 4 quality sessions a week is enough. More than that, and most natural guys are just piling up fatigue without the recovery to actually grow from it. Train hard, keep it focused, then get out and let your body do the work. Then you need to stop comparing yourself to people on gear. A huge chunk of the physiques you're measuring yourself against are assisted. Those guys recover differently, they grow differently, and they operate by a completely different set of rules to you. You're not failing, you're just using the wrong benchmark. Train consistently, eat properly, give it real time, and you can actually build something genuinely impressive without any of that. Yes, it takes much longer, but nobody can take it away from you either. Then you've got to think about consistency beats everything. It doesn't matter how good the program is if you're only on it for a fortnight at a time. The guys I've watched transform their bodies completely weren't the most talented in the gym. They weren't the most naturally gifted. They were just most willing to keep showing up when it stopped feeling exciting. Find something that fits around your real life and do it even on the days you don't feel like it, especially on those days. Before we get any further, if you want the complete breakdown on how to do this properly without spinning your wheels for another 12 months, the free guide is linked in the description. Click it, download it, thank me later, 30 seconds of your time, which could save you years of going around in circles. Then we need to think about the basics will always win. Every man who built a serious natural physique did it on compound movements. Bench press, your squats, your deadlifts, overhead press, pull-ups, rows. That's the list. Variations of those movements executed consistently with progressive overload over time. Everything else is just noise. The guys getting results in 10 years' time will be the ones who mastered the boring fundamentals, not the ones who chased every exercise trend that showed up on their feed. Then I see a big one that people just want to do more and more. More training isn't more progress. Most guys train too much and recover too little. Your body doesn't grow in the gym. It grows after it. If you're training 6 days a week, smashing volume and wondering why you're not progressing, the answer is that you need to do less, not more. Sleep, rest days, and food. That's where the growth will actually happen. Then a big one that people forget is track your lifts. A notepad, a pen. That's it. Or on the notes on your phone. If your numbers are going up week on week, you're building muscle. You don't need to overcomplicate it beyond that. Your logbook will tell you the truth when everything else is giving you noise. Then we need to look at building slowly. Getting fat isn't bulking. It's just getting fat with extra steps. A small calorie surplus above maintenance, a couple of 100 calories, nothing dramatic, and then patience. I know it's difficult, just stick with it. There is no benefit to gaining weight fast. It just makes you cut longer, your hormones worse, and your reflection more frustrating. Getting lean is straightforward. 3 to 4 meals a day, 10,000 steps, 7 hours sleep minimum, on repeat. Cut the processed stuff, the takeaways, the things that come in a packet with a list of ingredients as long as your arm. You'll naturally eat less without tracking every gram, because real food fills you up. Ultra processed food is specifically engineered not to. And protein's overhyped. Something between 0.6 to 1 gram per pound of body weight, that's the range you want to be looking at. Anyone telling you to eat significantly more than that is probably trying to sell you something. Hit that range consistently through real food sources, then move on with your life. Strength and size also aren't the same thing. If you're not growing, you're probably just not strong enough. Look at your numbers on your main lifts. Be honest. If the answer is that you're weak, there's your explanation. A bigger bench doesn't just mean a stronger bench, it means a bigger chest. Chase the strength and the size follows in that order. And to tie all that up, we want to build something that lasts. This is the one thing that matters most. There is nothing you can do in the next 3 weeks that will make you more jacked. Nothing. And the sooner you genuinely accept that, the faster you'll actually get there, because you'll stop chasing shortcuts that don't exist and start stacking them daily habits that actually compound over time. Think of it like this. You're not staring at the summit every second of the climb. You're putting your head down, you're focusing on the next step and trusting that enough steps in the right direction will eventually get you to the top. That's the process. Eating right, moving daily, and hitting your sessions. Occasionally looking up and reminding yourself where you're headed, but not obsessing over it so much that you start taking risks to get there faster. Jack for a summer is easy to chase. Jack for life is what the process actually builds. Drop a comment below which of these lessons is the one you need to hear most. I read every single comment. And if you're ready to stop figuring this out alone, I actually offer one-to-one coaching. The link's in the description alongside the free guide. Here's the thing though, everything in this video tells you what to do in the gym, but there's a reason men who know all of this still don't follow through, and it's not about knowledge. It's something that happens before you even walk through the gym doors. That's what this next video is about. Go and watch it. That's your lot. Thanks for coming. Peace.